Hey, Dr. O, it is Jeremiah again. I am addressing this screencast to you because I don't think that there is any place where we actually submit our final project presentation overview on, well, anywhere in IDET 5365. I was just looking through there. Oh yeah, and one thing to clarify, the formative evaluation thing that you graded me a 0 on, um, the reason that it wasn't inside of the place that you graded is because the instructions tell us to email you the forms that we filled out. So that's why I was trying to figure out why I messaged you instead of submitting it, but it's because that's what the directions say. Anyways, so I put that in there, so please review that, as it is 150 points, which is probably no small percentage of our grade here. Anyways, so without further shenanigans here, let's take a look at the course. I'm sure you've seen it. This is kind of the final product that I've created. And just to clarify, Summer 2, the class that we're in right now, I've been focusing on Module 1. And Summer 1 was Module 3, the portfolios and stuff like that. So right here we've got, you can, all these are hot links. I did open up blogs and journals here just because the journal, I actually am using the journal as a reference point for the first learning activity inside Module 1, which is the whole, I'll just show you. I created a video, so I hope you get a chance to watch it. It's a bit long at 6 minutes, but honestly, I'm terrible at making short videos. So that's what it is. I'm still using this this process where you can click on things just because otherwise it's so overwhelming with way too much information. So this organizes things. So I know it's supposed to be 3 learning activities, but I just made what made sense, and hopefully it fits inside your requirements. So the first thing is where I introduce the click projects and project selections. So just hopefully what you'd consider a warm introduction to our course. And then the goal here, the thing I was talking about with the journal, is you're going to, or the student would then, list out inside the journal, what their interests are, their aspirations, and then brainstorm, ideas they have for the project. The key here is actually, I don't know if I can move my video out of the way, is that this is the place where they get feedback from you on their project ideas. Tom, this was one of the things Tom, the ideas that Tom gave me in the formative evaluation that we did actually do and submit, is that this is a really cool idea because it could create, it's not simply just an introduction at the beginning, but a reference point where people can keep coming back to as a Q&A, or also for, projects planning and selection, a place where they can continue to grow and build. It's kind of like a central hub. It doesn't necessarily have to be in Blackboard. I think you said you wanted it in Google Docs, or Google Classroom, or wherever this type of thing could be, and they get your feedback and kind of know that they're headed in the right direction. So that's a key aspect to learning activity 1. And then I cover project-based learning, collaborative learning, communities of inquiry, and then also the expectations document that you said some very nice things about. I went ahead and added it in here just because, well, you said nice things about it, so I thought it would be awesome. And then I did add the test because it's part of it was one of the class requirements, but I wouldn't necessarily use that as the primary assessment. What I would prefer is learning outside the box. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So project-based learning, a video, a website to review, encourage them to go review stuff on their own, and then all of these things are going to end up in the culmination of learning outside the box discussion forum, where it's a screencast presentation, and all the details of the instruction are in there. So and then each section follows the same thing, when there's a very short video, a good web resource, and then the encouragement to go out into the web and explore. And again, the community of inquiry, this is actually a really amazing, I love short videos because I'm terrible at making them, but they're really useful. This guy does a great job explaining the community of inquiry, I think in like 3 minutes or something like that. And then, the web link, and yet again. And then student expectations, you've already seen this. I tried to word it slightly differently to where it's appropriate for this course. Then learning outside the box. This is where the learning activity actually really occurs. This is where they interact with all the different learning that they have. Okay, the screencast presentation is the culmination of all the learning materials that we have explored together. You will create a presentation where you will answer the following questions. Then you will present your presentation to the class by recording it in a screencast program. All of these I go through a whole bunch of lists of different Screencast-O-Matic, as well as different collaboration tools that they can use to present, as well as there are a lot of the tools that we've used on a regular basis inside the program that pretty much all of them I have learned about since being in the IDET program. So, and point being is it's essentially they're going to ask, it's a kind of two-part presentation where first is project-based learning and then the other is collaborative learning and the community of inquiry, and they just get to answer some basic questions which you can review at your leisure. So that's where all my work has been going. I hope you enjoy it, and I guess I should tell you that there are I don't know if it was, there's so many things, man. These courses go by real fast, but I think there was stuff about standards. It's here, it's inside content, where you click on content, go in here, and then you have some standards and stuff. But I don't think that we actually covered that in this. I don't remember. We did it in summer 1, but it didn't seem to come up here. So I also added in that click project planning, I kind of introduce them to this flow chart that I made and allow people the opportunity to click on it, and it's in module 1 and go from there. Anyways, yeah, another long video. Sorry for taking all your time. It's been fun. I hope you enjoy your time off. I plan on it. We're going to be in Florida on Sunday. So my grandparents and my wife's parents are all coming down, so the kids are going to be having fun in the sun and the water. So I hope you guys really enjoy yourself, or I hope you, because I'm talking to a single person now, enjoy yourself. Good luck with all the grading, and I'll talk to you later.